if Michelle Obama had killed someone in a car accident, because that's Laura Bush did as a teenager. Could you imagine if Michelle Obama had been convicted for drug addiction, which was the case for Cindy McCain? This is not to criticize any of these people for the positions that they found themselves in. These are human beings. It's just to look at how these things are understood and constructed. Could you imagine if one of the Obama girls in 5 or 6 years' time finds themselves an unwed mother-to-be, whether the outpouring of generosity wouldn't quite be the same, or whether those things would be understood in a different way. So he had to be cleaner and smarter and better organized and so on, just to compete, just to be in the game. And he had to find a way through all of that, really to be himself, which really follows on from the first speaker, find a way to do what he had to do. This is another quote from Shirley Chisholm. So I want history to remember me not just as the first black woman to be elected to Congress, and not as the first black woman to have made a bid for the presidency of the United States, but as a black woman who lived in the 20th century and dared to be herself. And that's some great daring in the 20th century and indeed in the 21st. And it reminds me of the Alan Locke quote from 1925 when he talks about we will do what we have to do. It's the New Negro essay that he wrote. He said if black people like us, then that's great. And if they don't like us, then that's great too. And if white people like us, then that's great. And if white people don't like us, then that's great too. And there's a sense of confidence and a sense of easiness in your skin that I think Obama and Shirley Chisholm share. A sense that, well, you can make of this what you will. I'm off. I have things to do. But that brings us on to, those are the qualities that got them the pardon, really. They fought for it. And we find ourselves at a time when we are thinking and feeling that anyone can be president, but also knowing that anyone can be unemployed at any time. And that there will be many people who maybe are smart enough and keen enough to go to college, but that for reasons to do with what we'll call the worst of times, are going to be unable to go because they don't have the funding, because tuition is too high, because the jobs are too scarce, because the loans are too tough to get. And so on this Shirley Chisholm Day, and in this month that saw this great moment, which I believe is in no small way a legacy of their efforts